Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today I think our plan is gonna be making Holmium into a workable setup here. This is clearly not working anymore because coal has run out. We have a little bit here still, but let's make sure we do get that going. We'll send that straight through to the train. Now we need to pick a location for Holmium. I think we're gonna take this one. So let's set this up to start with. And then put a couple roboports here. And then also some landfill. Gonna let the bots do their thing this time. That's fine. Meanwhile, they're setting that up. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup on our old wall down here. Oh, this is actually not connected, which I find interesting. Either way, that's gonna be our space elevator area later, so it's fine. Now we are down here. Thinking we'll take this to start with. There's a lot that we can just remove from here. Actually. This is all fine. Okay, that's okay. We'll remove these. Send this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this, the rest of this wall here. Just okay. Let's go through and destroy this. Our completely unnecessary seawall here. That hasn't killed a single biter. Ever. So let's remove let's remove all of this, yeah? And see what we need to do manually here. It's gonna be nice to get this cleaned up. We also do need ammo for our walls up here, which we currently are not able to produce at high enough of a rate. But yeah, the walls seem to be holding so far. So I think that this is okay. Where did we get that fuel from? Maybe I didn't trash that actually. Do we have enough roboports is the question. We do. Probably want to start building more of those. Because why not? It's another core mining spot that we can actually use this time. Just gonna be great. Once we get to the point where we want to have 9 of these, which is definitely not now. Definitely not now. I feel like these structures are kind of memeing right now. For some reason. Either the meteors are harder to hit, or this is just unable. Not sure which one it is. I feel like we're back to getting actual meteors to drop down on our planet again. Not a big fan. So I'd like to redirect this a little bit. As well. Let me redirect it in here at least. So that we have a good... I just want good opportunity here to send in some belts and some trains for this setup. Maybe here. A couple of these. 2 more, I think. Copy. Down. And then we go all the way through here as well. We'll go up here. Meet with this guy. Then go through here. Here. And last one. There we go. Now we completely avoid the area where we want to build our Holmium, which is very, very useful for us. Our research is standing completely still. Which is really, really annoying. Oh, this is for astronomic science too. We can get an upgraded thing there. Don't really care that much. I'm tempted to try and go for energy science pack. Very, very tempted. But, wait, what? Oh. That's not good. Yikes. Okay, it's holding. But it's not gonna hold if this keeps going. Yikes. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. Okay. I want my bots to land in my inventory, and then let's make the travel plans to go up very far north. That's our tech cards. We are still kind of far away from wherever that's happening. I want to see if we can rebuild that wall manually. And our Holmium, future Holmium processing thing. Okay, some more speed, please. This is gonna be where our coal is. So we need to go even further north, right? I think it's up here to the right. And maybe we do this. Okay, this is really rough. Let's get these walls rebuilt if we can. Couple of those. Turrets. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if these are already queued up and that's the problem. Please. Okay, this is really rough. Okay. We do have a couple of things working here now, finally. Gee. That's a rough attack right there. That is a rough attack right there. But we seem to be recovering from this, yeah? And I didn't die, somehow. But we set fire to half our base, I think. Or at least half of this part. Let's drop down here and see if we can gather our trusty bots. Where did the rest of them go? Did we lose them? I guess. Well, we're gonna go and set up the Holmium now. Because we really need to do that now. Holmium is completely at a standstill. Frickin' coal. Frickin' coal. We're getting closer though. Please. I catch the corner of this. Okay. Nice. We have arrived. So. Holmium. We're gonna need beads. First and foremost. So we're gonna take the build we made the other time. Which is actually this. Boom. We're gonna place it... No, we're not gonna place it there. We're gonna start by placing it here. Because I think it's gonna be a little bit different. Don't think we need this outer layer of pipe. Because the anion-ion exchange beads... They only need... No, they do... Wait. Yeah, they need the same setup. Okay. Okay. They do need the same setup. So it's gonna be this. And this will be cryonite, plastic, steam, and nitric acid instead. We do have a little bit of an electric boiler down here as well. We're gonna put this right there. Gonna take this. And we're gonna go find some offshore pump. We're gonna do this and put some power here. And then electric boiler. We'll construct that. Now we need plastic and cryonite. Unfortunately, we haven't done cryonite yet. But let's plan for doing that. So I'll remove that. We need an unloading station. So plastic, cryonite for this part. And then let's take a look at the production chain down here. Plastic, cryonite are for the beads. We'll need a decent amount of sand and coal here. So sand, coal, and copper. Sand, coal, and copper. So 3 more unloading stations. 1, 2. That means that this needs to go, let's say here. So we'll need 1 more. Let's say we need that here. And then we need a loading station for finished product of Holmium. So not exactly a small build. Then we also need some fluids to come in here. We'll take on the bottom here. Like so. And then we'll have a teeny tiny signal down here as well. Okay, so beads are kinda done. This should be working. I'm just gonna reverse this so that actually works. I am fine with that solution. Okay. So after we have the beads, we're gonna need a similar setup to what we did before as well, which is this. I'm thinking we're gonna take the whole thing. And we're just gonna plop it down here. And then we're gonna rearrange this slightly. So this needs to be the Holmium water, and the output here is gonna be very, very similar to before. So this is gonna be stone. This will be crushed Holmium. This will be the anion ion exchange beads. That's gonna be fine. Dirty water is dirty water, right? And this will be Holmium chloride. Yes. So this part only needs one input, which means this can go. This can also go, to be honest. Some reason we had that there. Okay, so after we get the powder here, or the Holmium chloride, just out of curiosity, I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume that this will be the same ratio. Oh, but we can't productivity this. Ooh, okay. So that's definitely not going to be the same ratio. This is going to be vastly different. Okay. But that's okay. So the dirty water does come out. This needs hydrogen chloride. This would need nitric acid. Any other fluid that we needed for holmium? I don't think so, no. There's another recipe of this. We can do molten holmium instead, which does get us productivity. Which we're definitely doing then. So this would give us... Whoa. Wait, what? Is this gonna be the reverse? Holy shit, yes. This is definitely the reverse. Okay. So what we want to do instead, then, in my opinion, is we do that, and then we do this. We put the pyroflux here. We put that there. This is gonna be such a terrible ratio, by the way. Like, direct insertion here is not good. Direct insertion is not good. What if... Okay. I want to wait for this one to be constructed. Is it close? It's hard to tell. Because... so this is going to yield us a ton more holmium. I would have now liked to have a station for pyroflux. You know what? ICBA. We're gonna do this the lazy way for now. Okay, so we take this. We're gonna place that down again. We're gonna mirror this. We're gonna put this here. Like so, I think. So this is still very, like very inefficient. Not very, but kind of inefficient. If this would be running full time, we'd get 600. This can definitely eat all of that. So we're gonna stick with this for now. We'll take this out here. Like so. So take this. We'll put it here, I think. That's fine. So if we double this, we're gonna get 7,000 molten holmium. And let's take this into a casting machine. You're gonna need sand, but a very small amount. Let's put this here. And on a belt. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to do modules here. Let's put out some more landfill because we're gonna need that. Oh, my slow bots. I love you, but please be faster. Also wish I had some landfill myself. Okay, again, double checking here. Yes, this is fine. We could have supported a little bit more on this, but it's okay. It is okay. We'll need at least 12. But we'll do this instead. Okay. Let's do 8 with modules. This is definitely able to eat all of that, yeah? Perfect. So this can make, let's say, 35 ingots. Holmium plate. Okay. Do you even need speed modules for this? 30. 34. I mean, not really. So we'll do this and take out the holmium. Now we're gonna place it in here. At a pretty decent rate. There we go. Now, this also needs a little bit of sand. It's not much. This needs the pyroflux, which we have a setup for here. We're gonna put that here, yeah? Now, I think we're just requesting the pyroflux. Not gonna lie. This is gonna eat what? 12k per hour? Okay, you're actually not making that much more than that. That's fine. So we request that. This will be the holmium coming in, the crushed holmium. Where is the cat? No, this is Ogun. This is Ogun. This off, holmium, holmium, holmium. Take this. We'll take this here. We'll take this. Like this. Put the thing here. That's okay. This is gonna be crushed holmium, or holminite. 1k. Boom. We can also clean this up. To be honest. Not needed. Not needed, not needed. Anything else? Not really. Send all of this. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna get that here. Then we need to start the bead production. And this needs to go here and here. So we need the nitric acid station that we had down here. So I'm not gonna make another one. We'll take this. We're gonna put that here. There we go, nitric acid. This needs the hydrogen chloride, which we had a station for here. We'll put that here. That's fine. this can go here. That's gonna be the hydrogen chloride. So, first station, plastic. Request plastic. Boom. Let's take that out here. So we'll take plastic out. On half a belt. And here, we're gonna request cryonite. Let's say 1K. I mean, this is gonna eat 100 per minute. We also need the nitric acid. You are on the way. Which is fine. Don't know what that is. We don't need that. That's gonna be the nitric acid. Coming in. Cryonite is coming. We have the cryonite. You are doing that, which is fine. We just need the beads now, really. Right. We do need the copper cable. How much copper cable are you gonna eat? 132 per minute. Not much, then. So this will be request copper. Boom. Plastic, plastic. Copper will be coming here. There we go. We have copper in. So now we are in this funny situation where I don't need the coal anymore. And now I removed this, so whatever. Because we changed up the recipe here. Which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Okay. So you want to be going here. We're gonna put this back on. Sand will be going up here shortly. So we have a little bit of leftover stations now. But that's good, because we want to deliver cryonite here eventually. Maybe vulcanite and sand as well. So it's okay. It is a-okay. So the sand is now coming. This will not eat a lot of sand, so it's fine. We were maxing out at about 60 per minute before. Let's see what we are able to do with this. And you should be making your 600. Should be almost enough for this guy. I mean, if we can keep this speed, this is great. This is great. So we can set this to 4K as well, I think. I put up 800 in the buffer. We can do that here as well, to be honest. $350. $350. I can't even speak anymore. $350 is really nice. That's a big improvement. That's a big improvement. This here seems to be doing its thing as well. How are we doing down here? Definitely doing your thing as well. Which is perfect. And we have already set this to 4K. This probably delivered recently. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. That must have been a big jump in research right there. What are we lacking? What are we lacking here? It's still Material Science Pack 2. This is still Material Science Pack 1. That's still Iridium. Okay, I see. Not bad. Though, not bad. So meanwhile, maybe we can unlock this in a second here. Depending on how much we're gonna be seeing here. And we're still doing 140 per minute. So 8.5K per hour. That's a respectable amount. Okay, so we're leaving that as it is. This has finally cleared up. Which is great. There was something else I wanted to look at. This process right here needs sulfuric acid, nitric acid, right, this is the one that's gonna yield a little bit of sulfur. And there's no other way of making this recipe either. So we can't make this into ingots. That's fine. No, I'm happy with how this is turning out. I am happy with how that's turning out. Okay. Let's see here. Anything we should be working on right about now? Okay, you're repairing that. That's fine. Meanwhile, we can send this. I saw that. It's fine. How are we doing on ammo right now? Not particularly good. Okay, we can do cleanup in the meantime. This whole thing can be cleaned up. Like so. Here. This here, please. I'll take this and this here as well. Oh, why am I cleaning this up? No. No. This is actually gonna stay. Yeah, that's gonna stay. Why was I... What? I don't know. Sometimes I'm being really fucking stupid. This is the part that I wanted to clean up. This is the part that actually needs to go away. Okay, that makes way more sense. Here. This. Yeah, we'll probably just clean that up. I'm gonna go down there and help while we can. I do want to recycle some of this ammo. Unfortunately, I haven't been trashing requests. Or unrequests, to be more precise. Is gonna lead to us having a bit of leftover items here. Can I please go down from the thing, yo? Lots and lots of cleanup. Well, it doesn't matter too much that that's a radar spot that isn't covered properly. I'll survive that. So how are we doing here? 1.4k. You're gonna be launching soon anyway. We might as well make that into a proper thing and see if we can knock out the last 22%, but I kind of doubt. We need 400 roughly science packs to be created, and I think that's a bit generous for 2k. And by a bit generous, I mean it's way too generous. Okay. You guys are working hard on that. Very, very hard. Just like my bots are working very hard to clean this up. Right. No, this also requires material science. Like, maybe I can get more inventory space, but no, I cannot. It's unfortunate. We stacking these yet? No. No. I think we have run out. Yes. Because this here is just... just not doing it. That should be enough. We might have a couple that are left over, but... not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm just checking these again here. But this is looking nice. This is looking real nice. So we're sending 2.7k. Do we have any leftovers in here? No, we don't. We're sending this all the time. Okay, we're gonna have to go here and get rid of some of the stuff. Because that's gonna be rough dealing with that. We need to empty this out. At least this ammo is gonna be very well used. We could have cleaned this part up as well. They do like this spot though. At least they're getting funneled into the fire. Was that my last bots here? Doubt. It's also a bit annoying that I can't hook on these tiny islands that I've made. Completely self-inflicted. Could have made those islands bigger, so I could, but no. It's not exactly anticipating that. Okay. So we're back here. Gonna put out a couple of extra of this. If we can. Don't think we're making this. That's fine. And power is fluctuating, but it looks okay still. Okay, we need to go back down there. Do more cleanup. Okay, 79%. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was at all. What the hell was that small window? Unfortunately, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're already running out of this, yeah? It looks like it. Well. So we're gonna need a couple more deliveries of that, I think. Well, at least we can throw this. We don't really need that anymore. It was useful for mapping these space elevator spots out, but we'll be done with that soon. Where are you? You are here. Please go there. I want to clean out this island. And these, if possible. Okay, we're kind of on the way. Almost there. Okay, so that was only 7%. Okay. So it's gonna be a couple more deliveries. So we'll do space elevator next time. Actually, I wanted to see here if we can take this spaceship and send it back. We can rebuild this. I can't deconstruct that ruin. Hello? I should have probably done that when I was there. So I've been kind of thinking about if we can kidnap this guy. We have a couple of accumulators. That's not too shabby. This is a 4x4. We can do this. Okay. Although this guy is helping significantly with power generation here. So maybe we'll leave that. But I kind of want to kidnap this guy soon if we can. I think it's flyable. We just need to get rid of that ruin. And this one, preferably. And then I think we can steal it. That would be cool. Not sure we can do that much with it, except have a slightly nicer way to travel between areas if we really wanted to go there in person. So then we can bring stuff with us, I guess. Like way more conveniently we can bring some stuff with us. It's also easier to settle new areas with that. We can build like a requester thing so we can get like buildings and materials and stuff there. It's gonna be nice. Well, we've cleaned up most of this. It went faster than I thought. We have 5k in the storage. We take this as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest to the bots. We're gonna go home and empty our inventory. We're very close to hitting 97. 97% evolution factor. Or 97% evolution. That's gonna be the Leviathan snappers. This is going surprisingly slow, but I guess it's because I decided to deconstruct stuff on the other end at the same time. Okay, let's take a look here. You are about to send this as well. Holmium is still going, although we are capped at 200 per minute right now. It is what it is. We're still gonna get more out of the resources that we're spending, because we can do this part. And this is still 40% productivity. Anyway, I think that's gonna be the end of this episode. Next time we have Space Elevator unlocked. And we'll start by looking at how we can make a nice rail in space, and then we need to build some infrastructure for space platform. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot to do in space, and I think we'll have to probably migrate our character to space permanently as well. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, if you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a splendid day.